Well, good morning. It's time to get out and assess the damage. I can see one of my fence panels got trashed, but I consider that a miracle. I thought the whole fence was going to come down. For 130-mile-an-hour winds, I'd say things are not looking too horrific. Debris, limbs. My deer fence is still standing, and some plants as I expected in my circle garden, but it's looking pretty good. Don't look like we lost trees or shrubs. So all in all, to me, it's kind of a miracle. Even my vulture's viburnum Mrs. Schiller's, one of my favorite plants, stopped debris, but no broken limbs. And the palm tree, what people love about palm trees is when they're healthy, they are wind resistant. We call them trees, but they're actually in the grass family. That palm tree now has been through 3 hurricanes in 13 months and just a little bit of debris underneath. I don't believe in doing hurricane cuts. It I want the trees to absorb as much nutrition as they can from the fronds, even when the fronds are turning brown. If they're still green, the tree is still able to access the nutrients that are in that frond. This is what the entrance looks like. Nothing that a little broom can't work magic with. Have one more plant to get out. I brought those in because I thought the pots might become missiles during the evening. From the distance, you can see some of the limbs are down, broken off of the tree. Let's take a walk around. This is my side yard, and this is a live oak, and it had a limb from the last hurricane. That looks like that's been dislodged. A lot of this, you can just pick up the limbs and drag it. So let's keep on. My dwarf firebush were unharmed. And that's great because I saw a hummingbird around a couple of days ago. So if it's still here, if it was able to harbor itself during the storm, there'll be plenty of nectar for it. This Yaupon cultivar is doing great. It's full of red berries. So the migratory birds will have a feast when they come this way. Some of our privacy fence will need to be re-stabilized and panels put back up. Looks like maybe the panels didn't get split, but the screws were not able to hold them into the wood. Plants were pushed to the side, but not uprooted or broken. That's one of my wildflower bed number 2. With panel is on top of my holly, and that plant is probably broken. When we lift this up today off of the plant, we may be able to cut it back, and with a good root system, it's been in for about a year, it may be able to regrow. I'm just walking along. My cedars are in place. I'll be hanging my birdseed that I brought inside. Along here, we have debris from our water oak. Has a lot of limbs. And when you look up, the water oak has really taken a beating with these storms. You can see all the broken branches. I will have to have the tree guy come back and do an assessment, and I just hope we can salvage this. It's provided such a wonderful canopy over here. Dahoon holly untouched. One of my azaleas, well, look at that. It's poking through. The other azaleas are doing fine. My camellia limbs fell around the deer fence that we have, but the camellia's fine. Rest of the azalea, the other camellia, a lot of branches down from our water oak over here. Big branch in the back, huge pile of branches by the side of the fence. The oak leaf hydrangea, their fencing held up. All of this is to keep the deer out. Let's see what happened around here. Here's where the deer have been chewing. These are fire spikes, and they're growing back, but it looks like the deer come in and periodically just strip them down. This is a Florida anise. It was spared. We'll just clear things out. Just a lot of debris from the oak trees. The crape myrtles, untouched. Weeping Yaupon holly are not even bent, which is wonderful. I'm walking over to the north side of the property, and I have hollies over here along the fence line. I have sweet viburnum. The gardenia is looking beautiful. It even has a blossom. It's looking healthy and thriving, no broken anything. This is a replacement tree that we had to put in for the red maple that got split all the way up the trunk in the last 2 hurricanes. And this is a white oak. The dwarf mulberry, it's not bent sideways approaching a circle garden. I had said yesterday goodbye to all my plants and how much I appreciated them, and they were blooming. And here they are, mostly intact. And lo and behold, my brand new passion flower vine has a fruit on it. And it looks like it may have had some caterpillar action. There's a caterpillar on it. A little bit of debris. The salt and pepper plant, a little bit shredded. That's the one that was broken to the ground a month ago. My echinacea will pull them back up like I did last month. There's a love grasses. Over here you can see a branch came in and things are looking okay. This starry rosinweed was knocked over and loosened at the ground, so I will have to redo the support. My firebush, the root system got pulled up. I have a friend coming over to help out, and I'm hoping we can trim back the limb and reset the root. These native plants are amazing what kind of resilience they have. That's a gardenia, just need to be straightened out. This is a corky stem passion flower vine. It's got a caterpillar on it that survived. That's a Gulf literary caterpillar happily munching on leaves. Assumed everything with it kind of shredded. And I was wrong. I'm very happy to be wrong. The blue plumbago over here lost most of its blossoms, but this plumbago has its blossoms. Circle garden did really well. Northeast side of the property line, and debris, but nothing really broken apart. So that's just a simple cleanup. And out in the street, lots of debris that's drifted. And you can see where the water runs off of the property down the side road. And mainly leaf litter. The view from here, considering what we went through, oh my goodness, it's looking pretty good. Let's go and look at the back. The beauty berries are looking good. None were trash. Walters viburnum along the fence line. There's a big branch that blew over. That can just be pulled off. Nothing looks like it split. There is wire down. My wiregrass is thriving. The kunti back here, doing well. This is a rain garden. It's thriving. My grasses, look at those beautiful native grasses. Oh my goodness. Muley grass with the pink tips just getting ready to bloom. Dwarf Mulberry. There's some more love grass in the front. And these are regular Mulberry grass. Look how magnificent they look. Wonderful screening. It's an oak that we had planted when we first moved in. No damage. Hallelujah. I have a little patch of sweet potatoes growing, and it looks like they're doing okay, and it's probably time for harvest. Along the fence line, pond holly, okay. Wax myrtle tree, okay. One wax myrtle tree is down for the count. We have a second wax myrtle over here. This gives me an opportunity to think about what kind of replacement tree would I like to put here in this corner. Dehone holly back here, okay. The anna are doing fine. Nothing blown over. Shumar oak, that's doing okay. Not dead in any way or broken. These will be major limbs to just pull out of here. And as I walk along the fence line, fortunately this time no big trees from the neighbors fell on the fence. And my Florida annas are beautiful, and they will be providing the screening that I had hoped for. Azaleas were fine. This one here has the limb, but it really didn't trash the plant. It's just a matter of taking the limb off and doing cleanup. This part of the fence looks good. Panel down here, the shed did well. The porch and deck did fine. Around the front of the shed, just checking everything out, making sure it's okay. Frostproof are thriving. My podocarpa thriving. This is a big mess over here, and a lot of it is from the neighbor's tree that's broken. One of my Florida annas is underneath it. I think we'll be able to save it once we get all that limb off. And my native firebush, some of the bottom limb got kind of torn off. All over here, the annas are fine. This is my tea camellia. It's fine too. If we lose more trees, that will impact shade. So something to think about, put on the list, and see how things go. All in all, my assessment is we were lucky. We have cosmetic cleanup, but no structural damage. The house is fine. All is right in my world. My plant baby, that's what I call them, made it. Everything made it through the storm. And I am grateful, appreciative, thankful. I completed the walkaround, and we'll certainly get some exercise today and through the weekend. We're fortunate. I so appreciate how all the plants held up. And maybe part of the success is that we chose a lot of native plants to put in our yard, things that are more wind resistant and are Florida native, so they're adapted to this area. And the other part is that we didn't have a lot of trees and understory trees all together. My biggest concern is what may happen to the water oak trees in the front of the yard. And when we may need to take them out, how we're going to replace them, and what will happen to all of the shea garden that I created over there. But that's another day. That's another project. And for today, it's Garden Lay. We made it through the night. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. For some videos you might be interested in, subscribe. See you in the next video.